I turned empty milk jugs into mini greenhouses, and 6 weeks later, this happened. Today, I'm sharing my very first winter sowing experience using milk jugs, and honestly, I didn't expect it to work this well. Hi, beautiful people. Welcome to Sheon Moments. I'm Sheon, and on this channel, I share gardening, DIY, faith, and real life moments. So if you love growing, creating, and keeping life simple, you're in the right place. So I had some empty milk jugs in storage for recycling. So I took a few of them and washed them really well to remove all the dirt. And then after washing, I rinsed them carefully and then dried them. Then I carefully made some holes on the bottom of the jugs and then on the top of the jugs. This is to ensure drainage and proper airflow. Then I carefully cut them open around the middle like so, leaving a small section attached so they could still be closed back easily later. So this is how the jug looks like after cutting. You can see that it's not completely cut opened. Next, I added some potting soil to the jugs. It's about 3 to 4 inches inside the jug, and the soil is already moist, so it's not too dry and not too wet. So I'll be planting kale. I also have lettuce, spinach, thyme, and rosemary. Then I labeled every jug because I already know I would forget what I planted. It's very hard to know what you planted if it's not labeled. So I placed the labels inside each jug. This way, no label will be lost. I also wrote on the jugs, but that later washed away. So labeling inside the jug is the best option, and I'm glad I did that. Now came the fun part, planting the seed. I sowed my seeds carefully in the jugs. The tiny ones I sprayed, others I sowed about 1/4 inch deep, and then I covered them lightly with soil and then sprayed them gently with water. Next, I closed the jugs back up and then taped them. I used this tape that I had at home, but I believe duct tape would have been better, but they did the work. One important thing I also learned is that to leave the cap off so there's airflow and rain can also get there naturally. Now this is how it looks after properly taping them up. They are ready to go outside. This is me still labeling them. Now it's time to go outside finally. This is how they look. I brought them outside as thyme, rosemary, spinach, kale, and lettuce. Now we leave them and let nature do the rest. Snow, cold weather, rain, and all of it became part of the process. And honestly, waiting was the hardest part. I kept on checking and checking. For weeks, nothing happened. No sprouts, no signs of life, just waiting. But about 6 weeks later, tiny little seedlings started growing, and I can't even explain how exciting it felt seeing them for the first time. It's amazing how a simple milk jug can create a tiny greenhouse. This experience reminded me that growth often happens quietly. Sometimes we think, oh, we don't see progress right away, but that doesn't mean nothing is happening. And I think life can be that too. I still have some jugs that haven't sprouted yet, and that's okay. I'm learning patience through gardening, one seed at a time. If you've been wanting to start gardening but felt overwhelmed, winter sowing might be the perfect place to start. You really don't need any fancy equipment to begin. Simple, affordable, and honestly really exciting to watch. Thank you so much for spending this moment with me. Let me know in the comment section if you've ever tried winter sowing or if you are thinking about trying it this season or next. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates. And as always, plant with faith, grow with patience, and I'll see you in the next moment.